2,000 years later.
Alright guys, today is December 24th, Christmas Eve. Obviously it's been a minute. I apologize for holding off on showing you guys the process of this plant, but it's pretty big. It's doing really well. You can see there's only one in here. I moved one to the farm I work at. It's growing in the plant nursery there. So I'll show updates of that one as we go along with this one too. But we're a little over a month in, and I just want to show the difference, right? The crazy difference between what this plant looks like at 1 month versus what the parents look like. So I'll put up some pictures on the screen now of what the parent plants look like at this stage, and obviously this F1 is just blowing them out of the water. You could see we've already got a flower bud that's pretty mature, so all split up on the top as well. So this thing's really great. I haven't pruned it at all. I didn't top it. I didn't take off any leaves. You can see it still even has the cotyledons on the bottom. So just absolutely a monster, and I think this is a good sign of what's to come with this project. Some really nice healthy plants, so I'm very excited. I'd like to start now, continue updating as we find things that are urgent to update on, such as the flower opening and what the pods look like. I'm really interested to see what carries on with the parents in terms of pod shapes and size, but that'll have to wait. So for now, this is the 1 month update, and it's an incredible plant, this F1. Hey guys, it's January 5th. Happy New Year 2024. With the new year and all, I haven't found much time to film, but it has also given this plant plenty of time to explode. And as you can see, it's actually growing outside of the sprout. This didn't happen with any of the other ones, really. It happened with the lemon spice jalapeno at the very end, but not this quickly. You can see there's plenty of flowers in the canopy, and this was the original flower that I showed you last time, and since then there have been plenty of pods that are starting to come in. They look very interesting, and this is our first look at what this hybrid could actually be like. So it's actually pretty close to what my predictions were. I don't know if I documented them on here, but obviously with the lemon spice jalapeno, they sort of looked like this in length, but they were more bullet shaped. And with the candy cane chocolate cherry, they were squared off, but they had this this sort of like flat squared off end. So it's mimicking both shapes almost. It has that long, actually extremely long, almost like a serrano in length, the way it's looking right now. But they're more of like a rounded butt type ending on this. Like, see, this one's got that little like fold on it. They've got a weird squared off butt, which I would attribute to the candy cane. So it's really interesting now that these pods have had some time to grow. We're really starting to see what these are looking like. And so I'm actually really excited about the future of this because of what is being shown here. And there's almost striping. It's like false striping almost, so far at least. You can definitely see where the ridges are on this pepper. It's like squared off and rigid instead of being smooth like the jalapenos were. This one's very rigid, and it has like angles on it almost. And then obviously that weird butt, but they're long. So it's really interesting. I'm excited that there's actually plenty of peppers and plenty of flowers. I'll be going through with the toothbrush on some of them. And you can see that some of them are just loaded with pollen. That one looks like it's coming off, honestly. Oh, the whole flower did. But they've been really great at pollinating, so I'm not too worried about that. And then obviously this is growing out, super fast growing plant. It's really incredible, honestly, the way that this has grown and the stage that it's at this point. So I'm really looking forward to following this. You can see there's just pollen all over these leaves from where it drops. It's loaded. So yeah, really cool look. First look at what this FD003, the lemon spice crossed with the candy cane, could look like. So really cool. I'll continue to show you guys what these pods are looking like as they start to fill out. Hey guys, it's January 10th. I just wanted to give you guys an update on how these things are looking. They're all growing. They've all started to develop their shapes. So super interesting what they're looking like. You can tell there's a couple big ones down here, and then there's plenty of flowers and newer ones that are growing at the top. So we should get plenty of F2 seeds from this. And obviously that's the exciting part. But these couple ones that we're seeing to start off with, they're a little small. They're about, I mean, obviously they're not candy cane size, but they are definitely just an interesting shape, something that I haven't really ever grown before. Maybe it exists somewhere else, but nothing that I've ever grown before. They are long, they're tapered, but they have these flat, faceted sides to them, right? It's very interesting. And the little like nubby bottom. So the like fragmented, faceted, flat sort of sides come from the candy cane, as well as the little butt bottom, the little nubby part that you can see on most of them. Some of them don't, some of them have a little thing. This one still has its little thing hanging off of there. But the length is just so interesting. They keep getting longer. These ones are starting to fill out, actually. This might be what they end up looking like. They probably have a little bit more to grow. It's only been a couple days. But the shape and the proportions are very interesting, right? They're very long. And they're just so unique. So it is kind of a mashup. You'd expect sort of a 50-50 in F1, and that's kind of what we're seeing. No stripes. There's a little bit of striping on these things, but I think that's just from the light. No striping on the pods, as far as I can tell, which I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't expect any variegation or striping or anything. But yeah, little update on the size of these things. They're really filling out. They're really looking awesome, and I cannot wait to try one, really, and see what they ripen to. I'm guessing it's just going to be red. But you never know between the two. All those colors, something could come up, I guess. I'm guessing red. The yellow genes and the chocolate genes are both recessive. So unless there's some hidden recessive with the chocolate that turns out orange, we'll see. We'll see what happens then. But I'm really loving these pods. This one also has been super long the whole time. It's starting to fill out at the top, but just super interesting shape. Nothing like the lemon spice, really. And they're very rigid. They're obviously still very early on, but some of them are just funny. And you can see even these other ones that are starting to come in. This one in the back's got a little bit more of a rounder, like lemon spice type shape, but still a little thin and strange. Then these other ones that are coming in at the top, they also have this same sort of shape. So honestly, I really wouldn't be mad if this is the shape that we're getting for the whole project. It's almost like a pickle. And with the mustard color, that'd be awesome to have something like pickle themed. So that's just what I've noticed so far. But we'll see how they fill out, see how they ripen, and I'll keep updating you guys. Hello everybody, it is January 26th, and the candy cane lemon spice jalapeno hybrid is looking incredible. They've been growing pretty steadily. Now they've stopped a little bit, they've slowed down. But there's these nice huge pods, much bigger than I was expecting, really. Nice length, very firm. They've got a nice thick shape, very robust. And they're all kind of that way, except for this guy up here. But even these ones in the back, they're all looking really, really nice. Nice, thick, firm paws. They're really nice, and I'm really excited to see these ripen up in the next couple of weeks. I'm still wondering how hot they're going to be, if they're hot at all, and what color. That's still up in the air. But just checking out on the size, they're about matured now, and they're really nice. Nice, thick, great jalapeno size and shape. There's going to be some variation in the next generations because of the way that the parents were, one being pretty large and one being pretty small. This seems to be a good middle ground, and especially in these aero gardens, everything kind of stays pretty small. So I'm surprised that they even got to this size. I can't imagine what they'll be like in an outdoor setting, or a full plant, but they look really, really nice. So just checking in, showing you the full pods. I should expect to see these ripening pretty soon, hopefully. One can hope. But yeah, they look really nice. Hey guys, today is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm spending it here at home with my pepper hybrids. You can see I have the flash on so you can see this a little bit better. But there's definitely some tint going on here with some of these pods. You can see it on this front one just a little bit, and then this one is the oldest pod, and it's got a lot of this brownish, dark, almost chocolatey, but not quite. It's just turning really dark. There's some sort of tone shift in this pepper. So this one also back here is very dark, but it's very dark green. So I'm guessing that these are starting to ripen. And it's still up in the air whether it's going to turn red or not. This could just be a sign that it's getting ready to turn red. You know, it turns brown before it turns red. I've seen that happen with serranos. It gets super dark and then turns red. But we'll see what happens. I just wanted to show you guys this almost mustardy, but not quite. Just a bit of a brownish, dark green tint, olivey on these pods. So this one I know is going to start turning its final color pretty soon. It's pretty exciting. It's been a long time waiting, just since these pods have been formed, they're ready. So it's just been waiting for the color, but it's starting to happen. So I'll show you guys, once there's a clearer sign of what's going on, I'll show you guys. But this was very exciting. I've noticed this tint starting to happen. Pick a color, any color. Did you pick red? Because then you win. Today is February 21st, and 4 of these have ripened. 1 is on the way, and these are just beautiful. They're a bright candy red. They're soft. This one is. The rest are very firm, rigid like always, but beautifully colored. And I'm just so happy with these. They look really nice. So we've reached that point where I'm gonna harvest some. I'm leaving town tomorrow, so I'll have to do a taste test after then. But for now, I'll save some. And this one I think I'll leave on the plant for seeds because it's already softening. But that's just really exciting. I'm looking forward to starting another plant in here and doing at least 2 right here, some F2s. But for this candy cane chocolate cherry crossed with the lemon spice jalapeno, this is the F1 that we're looking at here. Bright red and really, really nice. So I'm gonna pick some of these, set them aside, and we'll do a taste test. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, it's Farmer Dan. Today is February 29th. It's the leap day, and I'm finally trying this F1. I will be honest, I did try one yesterday while I was at work, but I wanted to record a special taste test for you guys, and it's really quite something. So let's cut into it here. I mean, the first thing that I notice when I look at these is just the beautiful red color and the shape. They're very robust and they have a really nice shape. Looks like a great jalapeno, but you can feel it's very firm, and we'll get to that. We'll cut this open here. And look at that. Look how thick that is. Look at how packed that is inside. That's why it's so firm. It's incredible. So smelling it, the aromas that I'm getting, it's very, hitting my camera. It's very fruity, and it has almost a floral note, but like a sweet floral note. It's really hard to describe, but it's nice. And just look how thick that is. It's packed with seeds, and the flesh is super, super thick. Let's get a cross section of this. Look at that. Look how juicy that is. It's just pouring juice. And it's super thick. Good number of seeds all at the top. Placenta goes all the way down now. And even more so in here, it smells super sweet and fruity. So I'm going to cut these seeds out because these are very important. These are our F2 seeds that I need to grow the next generations. And with the amount of pods that we ended up getting on this first plant, I have no issue having enough F2 seeds, but the more the merrier. They do look good. And this is what we're left with. Beautiful pod. It's like everything that I wanted. It's thick, it's juicy, it smells great. Now let's try it. Look at that. Oh wow. Immediately sweet. But this one actually has a lot more heat than the one I tried yesterday. Yesterday, it was maybe at a 500 level. It was very low, just enough to be like snackable. But the rest of the pod was really sweet. This is closer to like a regular jalapeno, which also I'm very happy with. I just don't want it to be too hot. But there was no way it would be with the jalapeno and then the candy cane being a sweet pepper. That's really, really tasty though. It's like so, so good. Try another bit from the end, see if it's any spicier. No heat at the bottom, but it's so sweet. Perfect snack pepper. Perfect salsa pepper. I'm gonna make salsa with this right now, the rest of it. And oh my god. The worst part about this is that we're not gonna get anything like it because we're not quite looking for the red color. I love the shape, I love the thickness, I love the flavor and the smell, but we're looking for visuals here. So it's possible we're gonna have to sacrifice some of this. But as an F1, I'm incredibly happy. This is also my first time taste testing one of my own pepper varieties. Nobody has ever tried this before, except yesterday, me and my boss. We tried it, but oh my god, this is so good. I'm very excited to eat the rest of this in some salsa. And then obviously, as soon as these seeds dry up and I can save some, I'll be starting some in the Aero Gardens, but you'll be watching that in the next part. But for an F1, I couldn't have asked for anything better. This is perfect, perfect pepper. And it only makes me more excited that the final product will be better than I thought. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching the progression of the F1, and I'll be moving on to F2 very soon. So, I'll see you guys then. Thanks.